Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones is probably the only real bad movie in the franchise. Well, Phantom Menace isn't particularly good thanks to the likes of Jake Lloyd and Jar Jar Binks, though Jake gets a pass on the grounds of him being a child actor. That still leaves the issue of the infamous midichlorians and the lack of explanation as to why the Trade Federation has a blockade of Naboo in the first place. But it still has pretty good acting performances from its two main leads, McGregor and Liam Neeson, excellent action sequence, maybe an lackluster space battle in the end, compared to what came before and will come after it, but it at least had the nerve to try and be different from the original trilogy. And to his credit, Clones continues this. And we do get a really cool Force user versus non-Force user fight. An amazing space battle between Jango Fett and Obi-Wan, and that amazing scene where all the Jedi come together on Geonosis.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
But the friggin' love story! And why the hell does Jango Fett hire another bounty hunter to kill Padme? And why does she use a probe droid to kill her? Come to think of it, why is anyone trying to kill Padme?
We made it. I guess I was wrong. There was no danger at all.
Why did you say that?
No, really, why did you say that? Why is Newt Gunray still the Viceroy of the Trade Federation if he's been on trial 4 freaking times? Who the hell is this Dooku guy? Who the hell is Sifo Dyas? Why does Jar Jar give Palpatine emergency powers when speaking for Padme, who is explicitly anti-war? Actually, why is Jar Jar even in this movie? What the hell are death sticks? What's wrong with your face? Can someone answer me, please? Oh yeah, and the lightsaber duels aren't that great in this one either. Anakin runs at Dooku like an idiot and gets zapped for his trouble. Dooku attempts to repeat this tactic with Obi-Wan, but he blocks it with his lightsaber because he's not an idiot. Dooku then unveils his curved saber and Obi-Wan goes in the offensive. But Dooku blocks his attacks with ease, even going so far as to mock Obi-Wan by saying people have oversold him.
Master Kenobi, you disappoint me. Yoda holds you in such high esteem. Surely you can do better.
Obi-Wan starts to realize he's out of his depth, so he opts to create some distance between himself and the old man, with Dooku taking the offensive now. They start a blade lock, with Dooku easily pressing against Kenobi's saber, and Obi-Wan having a real hard time answering the elderly Count's strength. Dooku quickly frees himself and makes a cut across Obi-Wan's left arm and leg. He then opts for a death blow, but Anakin intercepts him. 4 out of 10. Not bad, but not good either, and a big letdown after the epic Duel of Fates. Anakin intercepts Dooku's killing strike at Obi-Wan. Dooku comments that Anakin probably should have stayed down for his own good. Anakin doesn't care, and Obi-Wan quickly tosses his Padawan his saber. We then get our first real instance of Jarkai dual blade fencing. Anakin does alright for his first live use of the style, but he's quickly disarmed of one of his sabers. Anakin decides to change the field a bit by striking a cord that powers the lighting fixtures of the hangar they're dueling. Anakin seems to be actually doing okay against Dooku, but the old man quickly exposes a weakness and disarms Anakin again. This time literally. 5 out of 10. Anakin fares better than his master did, but he's clearly no match for the Makashi specialist extraordinaire that is Dooku. The two old men have their duel of force powers, but Dooku is clearly at no advantage, so he opts to challenge his former master to a duel of the blade. Yoda accepts by dramatically unveiling his Shoto lightsaber, and then proceeds to jump all over the freaking place, intercepting all of Dooku's attacks. Yoda places his former Padawan in a blade lock. Dooku opts to forfeit the fight by endangering his last two opponents and forcing Yoda to break off their duel to save Anakin and Obi-Wan. 3 out of 10. While I don't mind the idea of Yoda as a duelist, and this is a good showing for him, I guess, it's just a pitiful fight. It's just a small person jumping all over the damn place while somehow managing to block all of Dooku's strikes. Do better, Lucas. Alright, so we've covered the start of the Clone Wars. Let's exit the fire and enter the furnace with Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars and Dave Filoni's The Clone Wars.